Welcome, Pisces. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for May the 30th through to June the 6th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, which look fabulous, by the way, let me thank you for the beautiful, positive, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you. Now, we do start with the Seven of Swords. This could very well be somebody working against you, not allowing you to move forward in some way. It could be a situation that's not allowing you to move forward in some way. And it's really oppressing you this week. It's got your focus, it's got your attention on why you can't move forward in a certain way. You could be, it could be just about anything. You could want that new job, and nobody's going to give you that reference that you want, or that person that you thought would give you a reference isn't going to give you the reference, or you thought that it was your job and your job alone, and now there's 8 people going for the job, or you may want to move, and now everything's delayed, and the landlord is going to bring the painters in, and you're not going to be able to move in when you want to. Or it could be relationship. You want to be with somebody, but you can't for whatever reason, and there's people or situations blocking you two growing together as one. This is really, be careful of this energy because it is around you. There's something that's blocking you. And you know what? Once you get your priorities in line, once you realize, say, what this really matters, this doesn't matter so much. This is where I need to put my focus and attention, and this can go by the wayside. I think that things will start to dissipate in that area of energy for you. And it's not going to be, from the looks of the rest of the cards, it's really not going to be a hard week for you. So, but there is something blocking you. There is something that's weighing you down. There is something that is oppressing you in some way in your life. And I mean, in a general reading, it could be any area of your life, and it could be any situation. So know that the more that you can prioritize what is truly important, where you truly need to put your energy, what you need to take with you. I mean, we do have the new moon coming at the end of the week, and it is in Gemini, and so that allows us to clear up old baggage that we've been carrying along forever and a day. It allows us to move into new opportunities. So, I mean, this could be what this energy is all about for you, and when the new moon comes and goes, things get spectacular and wonderful, and things start moving ahead. So don't get too down and out about anything that is holding you back. Know that in due time, okay, say this too will pass. Okay, because it does clear up. And the more that you can focus on what is important and what has value in your life, and where you really need to put your energy, and where you really need to just let it drop and let the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides take care of it for you. Give it up to God. The easier it'll be to work through this energy. Now, we have the Queen of Wands with the Two of Cups crossing over it. So, the Queen of Wands is the quiet one in the deck, and she's really thinking things through. So this could be a lot of the Seven of Swords energy that we just talked about, where you really have to, be the quiet one and really gather in the information, do your research, ask the questions to allow the new experiences to come through. Maybe it's new people that need to come into your life. Maybe you are joining up with new people in your life. Maybe it is a new romance in your life. But the more that you deliberately plan things through, the more that you research where you are and where you want to go, what needs to be done, what can go by the wayside, the more you ask questions, the more you communicate your worries, fears, and concerns, I think the easier this energy gets for you. And the new beginnings obviously walk in pretty fast. The Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups, the easiest way I can describe the Eight of Cups is we are not closing doors on things, but things are changing in our perception of what they meant in our life and how we go forward with them in our life, or without them. But we're not really closing doors. This isn't a closing doors, and we do not have the Wheel of Fortune, which is closing doors. So The easiest way I can describe this is the child who grows to adulthood and they set out for their own independence, their own self-confidence, their own goals, their own dreams, what they want to manifest in their life. And so they leave the parental home, they leave the parental nest. So that parental nest isn't gone. It just changes the perception of the way it gave support, the way it gave love, the way we felt security when we were living at home, now being on our own. So I, go with the flow as much as possible. Things may be changing in your life to a lesser or greater degree, depending on who you are, your path, your challenges. But know that it is moving you forward to realize the things that you want to manifest in your life, to go towards your dreams and your goals, to raise your self-confidence. And those things aren't really unplugged from you, but they're changing in appearance. What they once meant to you, they're not going to mean the same, especially I would think after the new moon. Things, it's almost like the coin gets flipped for you and you move into some great new adventures by the looks of it. Now we have the Hermit as our underlying energy. So, you know what, if you feel you need to unplug and pull yourself out of the rat race, is what I heard. Excuse me. Had a tickle for a few readings now. This is essentially somebody who goes into the desert or goes into their cave and they tap into their intuition, their higher wisdom. They devise a plan for how they want to go forward, and then they come out of their cave or they come out of the desert, and then they start their path forward. This is the underlying energy. So if you feel like you need to break away, then do it, because this is the energy. The energy is actually calling you to take some downtime for yourself, to really contemplate, to look at things, to tap into your intuition, to tap into your higher wisdom, to devise the plan to go forward. So don't think that everything has to start today. Give it time. Give it time to develop, and so that you feel secure, you feel strong, you feel empowered in going forward. We have the Chariot as our overriding energy. Now, this could be where you need to rip off the blinders. Okay, we are focused on a path forward, but sometimes we don't see all the different things that can be incorporated into our path forward when we have our blinders on. So this is more of an awareness of the now, of the moment, of what we really have to work with, truly have to work with. This is an honesty of what's in our path and what can be in our path. This could be new experiences coming our way, and those horses bolt. These are like, no way is this on the path, and we are holding those reins tight to keep everything moving forward. So there could be struggle this week. Absolutely, there could be struggle this week. But it empowers you to stay on that path. It empowers you to go forward in the right direction. The only thing I worry about is that you have the blinders on and you're not seeing things for as they truly are. So the more that you use the Queen of Wands energy and really ask the questions, really investigate, really understand what you are saying yes to, what you are saying no to, I think the smoother the ride is going to be going forward this week. But we do have the Ten of Cups, so know that everything that's happening in your life right now, the good, bad, and ugly, is putting you in the right path. It's bringing you towards your happily ever after. It's putting you in the right place at the right time. So don't fight things, okay? Don't try and push against energy that just isn't giving right now. Go with the flow and see where you pop out, because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised in where you pop out. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is a new path in abundance and well-being, but it's also this little gift that comes from the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides, to help you, get you in the right position to go forward. Okay, so this could be a court settlement. This could be an insurance payout. This could be a mentor coming in to impart wisdom on your path forward. This could be a small lottery win. This could be, if you're going for a new job and you need a wardrobe, you may not get the money, but you might get a call from your best friend who just cleaned out her closet that is your size, and she doesn't wear anything twice, and everything is like brand new, and it's perfect for what you need it for. So these kind of things can happen in your life quite readily when this card shows up, and the placements it's in, I would expect something beautiful and magical to come your way unexpectedly, to really give you that oomph, that putting you right in the path of where you need to be. As we go into the weekend, and next week we have the Hangman. So once again, meditation and prayer, and this is in order to understand the balance that is needed to go forward. Okay, so what you need to accept, what you need to let go of, what you can fix. So meditation and prayer. We do have the new moon coming up. So remember that this is the time when we do want to let go of old baggage, that we want to look at new ways of doing things, new ways of becoming. And I think that this week is probably a beautiful week for things like meditation, prayer, getting out in nature, having those little conversations with supposedly yourself, although it is with God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. I hope you know that. And think things through, and don't try and rush. Don't try and push through energy this week, okay? That is not going to serve you at all. Research, ask questions, and what you don't have control over, just let the energy play out, okay? It's going to, when the new moon comes in, I mean, we have the High Priestess and Judgment here. So, and Judgment is really about not making these rash, quick jumps, these fast judgments, these quick judgments, these judgments and decisions that we make with very little to go on, okay? This is where we want to slow it down. We want to think it through. We want to ask the questions. Now, we have the High Priestess here, okay? So, when these two cards come up, if it was in your love, I would say, be careful that you don't stray if you're in a relationship, okay? Because that could be, there's a lot of almost lustful power when it comes to the High Priestess. But she also is the spiritual magician. She makes things happen. She makes things appear. She puts things in the right order so that you can go forward. It becomes like a little bit of magic. People will be going, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened to you. Like it's just that wonderful. Things just pop out of nowhere and surprise you, and everything just goes together without very little interference that had to be made by you in order for it to happen that way. So expect the spiritual magic to come. So even more reason to meditate and pray throughout the week so that that magic can come full onslaught into your life, right? But we don't want to make any quick judgments. We don't want to jump the gun on anything. We definitely don't want to start rumors, and we don't want to buy into rumors. And that one sentence we overheard in the lunchroom, we don't want to buy into those things. We want to ask the questions. We want to make sure that when we make decisions, they are sound decisions going forward based on logic. For love relationships, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is your yes card. This is what you want in a relationship can be. How beautiful is that? If you're looking for a new relationship to enter your life, well, we do have the High Priestess there. We do have the Two of Cups. We do have an Ace, the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, love could definitely come in this week. And it'll come in very sensual and passionate if it does. If you are in a relationship, especially if you are in a rut or you're having some hard times, know that this is your yes card. And I think I'm going to lean on the High Priestess and the Two of Cups as my knowledge in what you need to do here. You need to become sensual, passionate, to not let the worries and concerns and the stresses overtake the relationship, but rather to enjoy the love, to enjoy the sensuality, to enjoy the passion within the relationship. That's going to grow it the most this week. For work, career, money, finances, we have the King of Swords. You are very centered on what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to go, who you want to become when it comes to work and career. You're very strong and powerful, and many Pisces are not in the workforce. They hold back. They don't speak their mind. They don't, this is a week where you do, though. This is a week where you might actually burn a bridge because it's not an energy that you're comfortable with, I don't think. So be careful of how you state things. if you are going after a goal or something, like if you are in sales and you've set this milestone for where you want to accomplish, you're going to do it this week. You're strong, you're passionate, you have a goal-oriented mind, and nothing's going to stand in your way of reaching that goal. So if you are in sales and you haven't set a goal yet, set a goal and set it high, because you're going to make the mark, okay? You're just going to wow people. But be careful, because you can be in people's face this week. You can be, this is the card that tells us that we may ruffle feathers, we may burn bridges, we may step on people's toes. If those are the toes you want to step on, then all the power to you. But remember that we don't want to burn bridges ever in our life. It always comes back around that we need that person a little later in life, and then they're not there for us because we burnt that bridge a long time ago. So there's more than one way um, to approach any situation, so just give it some thought of how you want to approach it, how you want them to buy in, what you think will work for the buy-in. Remember that we have the High Priestess with Judgment together, so turn towards your intuition and your higher wisdom for how to proceed going forward. But you are very strong here. You're very passionate. This is where you make the right money moves. Be careful on spending money. You could be over the top. You may just say, I want it, and therefore I'm having it. And 3 days later, you pray that they have a good return policy, because it brought absolutely no value into your life, and it was a whim that you worked on. So, because you are overly passionate here, you are very forceful in everything that you want and everything that you do, and you're going to get it. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.